What's happening, everyone? Chris Beans here with Bowler's Rant, bringing you one new update from ROTO GRIP Bowling. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons and turn on those notifications. I do appreciate your support of the channel. All right, we're going back to the overseas market, one of my favorite places, once again for something very, very tasty. Check this out, the Clone Attack. This is not a regular cone, this is the Clone Attack, okay? So what's really interesting about this is you've got a different cover, and even though the pictures look this way, the colors look this way, but when you see the ball motion I've got, yes sir, I've got two bowlers I'm going to show you some ball motion with. It looks a little different. Of course, I could just be colorblind, and that's my fault. But let's check this thing out over to the interwebs. Beans, I need all the details. Well, I'm going to give them up right now. The Clone Attack. So, just to revisit, same ET core, right? Same clone ET core. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. That's what I see every time I see this, right? Now, I do like Flyer, not bad. Some of these overseas Flyers are starting to look really, really good. I like this, right? Looks really good. Margins could use a little work, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. Now, let's look at the specs. This ball has the Microtrax solid reactive cover stock, clone ET core, 1500 grit polish. That's the old style of polish. Okay, flare potential's high. The number's at 15 pounds. And by the way, this is an HP4 ball, just to be clear. The number's at 15 pounds, 2.51 RG with a .056 differential, a .016 asymmetric differential, .011 to .017 is that sweet spot where you have all the versatility, in my opinion. Now, when you look at these core numbers, just to revisit, here's the original clone. Same numbers, 251, 056, 016. But this was Optitrax solid cover stock, not Microtrax. Microtrax has that Nano stuff. We like that stuff. Blends wet, dry very well. And even though it's a polished solid, it's still going to come off strong off the spot. How do I know that? Because I've got this stuff ready to go for you. Check this out. Boom. Now they're playing a game back and forth, and there's two shots a bowler. Here's one. Snap. Not too bad. Got a little mixer. But check out this ball color. I mean, this is wild. And bang, looks pretty good, right? So not completely sideways, late elliptical arc, coming back into the pocket. Here's cross fourth arrow. This guy's got a little more power. I like this, right? This is like one of those ball motions that I feel like reminds me of like an asymmetric, hustle link or something like that, right? So it's not nearly as sideways, but this is something that picks up a little earlier. It's going to bring the break point just a little closer to you, smooth out back between 11 and 12 o'clock, and you're off into the races. Let's see if we can pick up another strike here, or maybe not. We'll see what they bowl. Come on. There we go. Boom. Wow, this guy's pretty good. He's doing it. All right, next up, let's see what this guy's got. Last one, really wide. Boom, controllable, but 10 pin. Okay, and that's gonna happen. Show me ball doesn't give you a 10 pin, and I'm gonna order you free pizza for life, right? Just kidding. Wish I could do that. 10 pins are sometimes difficult when you're using a reactive ball. Last shot, bang, 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 and looking good. Okay. All right, so that's what it looks like. Back to the shelf appeal now. So, again, I'm having a hard time with this because when I see the way it looks in the picture versus the way I see it in, on the video, I almost like two separate balls. But I'm not going to say it's bad, and I'm not going to say it's like the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it looks good. This graphic just seems to me like maybe, I don't know, maybe, is it really match what I saw going down the lane? Someone can drop me a comment and let me know about that. But I think it looks all right. It's not bad. It's got good contrast. I'm just not a fan of the way this swirl came out, but it's all right. Not a big deal. So that brings us to the end of the video. Of course, always a few things here. Got to do a plug for my partner BowlerSmart. If you like overseas bowling balls, any overseas bowling balls, go to the website, go to Hit Balls, go to overseas rare bowling balls. There's got a whole selection there, and you can find stuff that is harder to get that you normally wouldn't get stateside that you can get there, right? Sometimes that stuff costs more than regular, but that's because you're getting rare stuff. But if you say, Beans, I need the clone attack, not that other stuff, well, head on over to Storm ROTO GRIP Bowling Balls for sale on Facebook. You know, ask for somebody for that particular ball. Don't be surprised when Count Dracula shows up and says, all right, I've got it, but it might cost you $350 or $400 more shipped, because that is just the cost of doing business when you're dealing with overseas bowling balls. So, what do you think of the clone attack? Did you like the way it went down the lane? What do you think of this picture? Or what do you think of those colors? And if you were to get one of these, what layout would you go with? Drop me a comment, let me know, let's continue the conversation. More updates are coming, and until then, bow well.